What's up, YouTube? It's Aaron here with Oklahoma Fishing Adventure. I'm out here with the boat. Today, I'm actually going to be trading out this old trolling motor here. This was the one that came with the boat. Motor Guide 54-pound thrust with an old foot pedal style. That one's going away. I bought a new iPilot that's remote controlled, doesn't even have a foot pedal at all with it. So we're going to be doing the upgrade. This guy's a 12-volt system. The new trolling motor is going to be a 24. So I'll have some work to do, but before we do most of that stuff, I just want to get the new trolling motor mounted. So we're going to be taking this guy off. I'm going to be trying to show you guys how to do it. This is a Tracker V18. It's a 2007 model. The only access I have is going to be through this little hole right here. I got to take that cover off, and then I should be able to get under here. This trolling motor, it's the one that came with it on the boat. And as you can see, most of them are just screws, and they're just screwed straight in. I had to put these two bolts in because we were fishing a tournament, and this whole trolling motor decided to come loose on us. And every time we'd hit the button to start the motor, this whole thing would come up. So I had to bolt it down, so it's going to be a little interesting. There's a plate underneath here that I bolted everything through, so we've got cap nuts on the bottom. So this may be interesting. Alright guys, let's get this panel here taken off. That guy just comes out. Get it out of the way. Okay, so yeah, I've got the two screws that are coming out, and then directly next to it is going to be the big nuts I put in. So I got to pull these screws out first. Hold that. The only things left, and yeah, these guys are loose. That guy's completely loose. This guy we know is holding because we saw it lifting the wood up when we were. Back up towards you and lay it down. Don't put your hand there. There we go. This guy comes off like that. The pedal. Okay. Yeah, so see? This is why it came loose.
We're so beat up.
Top. Yeah, these two held. None of the others did. There's not even one here. It completely disintegrated. Alright. There's probably the easy part down.
Hooray. The easy part.
So let's start with the hard part. Alright everyone, we didn't really show it. There wasn't much to show. We had problems getting this old motor off, so we had to basically break it off. but it's off. Now we're looking at putting the new guy on. We've got it here on the boat. Nothing's mounted. First thing we got to do is pull these cover plates off.
Yeah.
Okay, there are the covers.
Okay, so like
So,
the mounting places are.
Now what we're doing here is we got to figure out where we're going to actually mount this guy, how to do it. Thing is, with this motor, with the old motor guide, your trolling motor came and butted right up against the front. Come with me and I'll show you. So when looking at the front of the boat, the old trolling motor just came to the front edge here. But this one, as you can see, where this cutout is, that's where that motor fits down. So this guy's got to be way further forward, which is terrifying to me. I'm not used to that, but looks like we can still use a couple there. But over here we're going to be limited. Over here we only have two unless we go into the aluminum part of the boat, which I don't really want to do. So anyway, that's where we are now. We're trying to figure out exactly how we're going to mount this thing. Once we make a decision, we'll come back and show you. Well, you can never expect everything to go to plan. We're having issues getting this motor mounted, figuring out how we got to get to it, but we got to put some cap nuts on underneath, and our little access hole is too small, so you know what that means? Alright guys, just finished up making this hole just a little bit bigger. So now I think we can get in there, but basically what we got is this guy had just come straight across here, and you can see on my arm there, I'm just tore up. I needed to be able to get a little further back in here so I can see what's going on. And we got to try to reach from here all the way back there to put some hex nuts in this thing. So the next step's going to be a little interesting, but we have where it's positioned now is where it's going to reside. This guy's quite a bit bigger. My last motor was only a 45-inch shaft, I believe. This guy's the 54-inch. So it comes back a little further, but one thing to note, the instructions aren't really that great on it, but you got to really stick this motor off the front of the boat. Let's see if we can get that from up here. Not really, but it sticks way off that boat. Let me climb down. Hopefully that motor doesn't fall. Okay, so I wasn't used to this at all because my old trolling motor just came straight up to the nose here. But yeah, if you look at this guy, I get it. Way back here is where that trolling motor is. So if you turn it and put it at the other angle, look how far that guy's sticking off there. That's kind of what I wasn't used to. So basically we're going to use one hole here in the aluminum, a couple holes here in the wood deck, and then over here it's going to be all aluminum. So this guy ought to be sturdy, but our concern is still just getting those nuts on the ones at the far back. I mean, we're going to have to reach our arms way in, but I don't want this guy coming loose like the last one, so I'm going to work real hard about making sure it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, we'll catch you when we get to the next step. Alright guys, we got this all hashed out. I think this is our final answer of where we're going. So I'm just going to come along here and just mark my holes with the Sharpie, because I don't want to have to try to drill these holes around this motor. Especially this part here in the aluminum. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. Never mind. So we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to do this guy. And we're going to do this guy. Just a little mark on that carpet.
There you go.
And that guy. Will you push down on the trolling motor? So let's see if those on the carpet aren't. Can't see. Yeah, they did. Okay. So we should be able to move the trolling motor out of the way now and get the trusty drill out. We'll give you a pro tip. If you've got a 10 boat like what I've got, the best option is to use a hammer drill, because drilling through this kind of sucks, and you want to make sure you get a nice clean drill, because just like this, I don't want to have to shift the motor again just because I messed up one hole. Using a hammer drill makes it a whole lot easier. Alright, so we're gonna make our first drill here through. That one's easy enough. This one will be as well. That. Now for the fun ones. Now we go to hammer drill. There we go. Alrighty. Now the scary part's done. Now we're ready to try to move this guy in and see if we can start bolting it down. Hopefully I hit those holes. Now, we got this guy where we think we want him. Okay, I'm gonna just really hold it. Because I gotta let go of what I'm doing here to get this done. Well, I was hoping I didn't have to come up here. Apparently I did.
Oh, your arm.
You like that?
No. You're gonna get in so much trouble.
And guys, we already opened this guy up.
Very
And still,
safe.
since we gotta reach all the way up there.
Told him to bring protection. That's what the jacket was for.
No, it's gonna work either.
That's not safe.
What's a little tetanus between family?
I'm not getting tetanus. I actually put the jacket on.
We didn't manage to get the washers and nuts on though.
Because you're crazy.
I am crazy. I've been called that many times before. That's the easy one.
You're gonna get in so much trouble when she sees your arm. And I'm going to laugh.
I'm gonna wear long sleeve shirts.
You're just gonna... How are you gonna get past her?
Now, hey, I think you should help protect me because you're gonna get in just as much trouble since you let me do it.
Fair enough.